Wallpaper. Should you see a seam? Hey, this is Jesse, Chief Explainer Officer of AFT Construction, and I am here with Louie. Now, you guys have seen Louie before.
This beautiful face.
I love all of his tattoos, by the way. Like, I wish I was like cool enough to get neck tattoos. Anyways, we're talking wallpaper today with the wallpaper master himself. And I'm gonna say, Louie, what's your take on seam?
So here's the deal with seams, the 101. It is 100% based on the type of paper you are hanging. I will tell you, we are hanging a paper here today that you can probably see in the background that is a grass cloth. You're going to see seams. Now, you're not really seeing the seam. There's no gap between the papers. What you're seeing is the color variance between each panel. There's no match. And there's texture going all sorts of ways. So when they don't match, your eye gravitates to where those two join together. So any type of grass cloth, natural woven paper, 99.9% of the time, there will be seams. Then you can get into the vinyls. So commercial vinyl, non-woven products, you generally will never see a seam. It could, a lot of times it is kind of a seamless product. We hung another paper in the house that we're in today that it would be very difficult to locate a seam in that room. And that's just because of how it was printed and the type of material that it is.
Now, with that one, is that the peach room down at the end over here? So we'll go to that in a little bit. But one of the things that I want to cover is, though we will see seams in a lot of things, but how often do you have to reiterate or reset the expectation of the seam for clients?
So it all kind of depends on who set the client up on what paper that they are choosing. A lot of times I feel it's the responsibility of, let's say, an interior designer that chose the paper for the client. I think it's kind of their responsibility to say, hey, look, I know grass cloth is in, and you should choose grass cloth, but this is what you were going to see. Because I feel a lot of times, a lot of the clients, they don't know that there's going to be any seams or anything. So that when you hang the product, they're like, oh, it looks great.
Yeah.
But what are these? And so, if we're selling the product, we always make it a point to let the customer know, hey, look, with any natural woven product, you are going to have seams, and there's other things that actually go in. It's not just seams with these type of papers, So kind of like care and how to prolong, longevity of the product as well. So,
that leads to another part of the conversation is, how long is a wallpaper supposed to last? And also, do you have to pull it off and then put something else over it, or can you pull it off, paint it? Like what are kind of the steps? What's the longevity of wallpaper?
We've been in houses that wallpaper has been in the house, 30 years, and we've removed it and did some drywall repair and then actually rehung product on the walls. It's tough, but and I've seen paper up for 25, 30 years here that we've actually ended up rehanging a product. So I think it'll last as long as you want it to last in your house.
And is it dependent on the paper itself, if you can just put another paper over it?
Yeah, so kind of. So we don't like doing that just because you're at the mercy of the original adhesive that was on the wall. So at least when you hang over drywall, I know the drywall is not coming off the wall unless the house floods,
Right.
We've had clients ask us to hang over paper, and we will not do it because I don't want it to fail and then I got to buy somebody paper. So
exactly.
Yeah. So
and dependent on the paper itself, if it's one that's a rare paper, like what you did at Citrus Point, that's hand painted and stuff, that you won't be able to replicate that.
No.
If you were to try to rehang or anything, it's just going to be a hard.
It would. And so I know I keep talking about natural fiber papers, but this paper, for example, these are grass cloth papers, okay? So you can't get it wet, they're not really cleanable, so they're really nice to look at, but if you're really dirty, they're not for you.
So don't get your grubby hands.
No, don't. It'll stain the paper. You drop a cup of water on it, it'll stain it.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's very tough. It's also tough to hang it, because you can't get anything on it as you're hanging it. Nope. So Though I love these type of papers, grass cloth is my favorite. You know, I guess getting in the industry, they weren't my favorite, and now being in it's kind of like the acquired taste. But they're not for everybody. So you gotta be clean and they'll be perfect.
All right, so here we're in the peach room now, and I call it the peach room just because it's peach and I don't know what else to call it. But now we've got the floral pattern on this, and Louis is gonna talk a little bit about a rule that I had no idea about before. So take it away.
So this paper is a vinyl, okay? So in the other room that we talked about, that was a grass cloth, natural woven, you have seams. This is a vinyl. As you can see, even this close, very difficult to see a seam. In the industry, you have the 3 to 5 foot rule. So now let's say you see a seam here, you step back 3 to 5 feet, it disappears, okay? So, and that is kind of, that is the industry standard, both from the manufacturers to give yourself some room, but you generally don't see seams on a vinyl.
Now with this being a vinyl, is this easier to clean?
1000%. You can get wet. This can get wet. You can get dirty. It can wipe off. This is a finished product. They actually put like a finish over this, so that way it protects against whatever you throw at it. Literally.
Absolutely. And this, this kind of is a massive nod to the traditional design of this home. The other room, not so much. I feel like there is traditional elements. However, the floral pattern and the wainscoting here in this fashion is extremely traditional and fun. Let's head back over to the other room where we were, and we'll wrap up this video. All right, so we took a quick pit stop before returning to the original room that we started with, because this office has seams.
A lot of seams.
A lot of seams. Louis, as far as this highly seamed wallpaper goes, is this something that you have to really know what you're getting yourself into in order to get, this
Oh, 100%. So what we have to do is we have to map out the wall, essentially. So we have to figure out, because you see each panel, we have to find the center, work our ways on the sides. Because if not, let's say you have a full piece here and a little strip here, it doesn't look good.
Right.
So you really have to map out the room when hanging any type of paper that you are going to see each panel.
So you're making sure on this that, like, one, your client knows that it's gonna be heavily seamed or heavily seamed.
Heavily seamed.
But also that, like, you have to start to kind of evenly map it out.
Oh yeah.
From the center of the wall all the way around. So everything here is going to be pristine and limiting on the scope of small strips of paper.
100%. And I know that you can't really see it in the camera, but if you take a look around, like, we centered it over the door, equal pieces both sides. Same thing, if you see, we had to center it here and kind of work our way around so it's all the same.
Incredible. All right, now we're going back to the original room. Well, you heard it here first, folks. You're gonna see seams. You can't get rid of it, and
It's part of the beauty.
it's part of the beauty, he says. I don't know, I've never done wallpaper before on any of the houses that I've done, and this, obviously I've spent some time with Louis, and this isn't our first go around. Now this is the first time I've been on video with him. But with that being said, comment below. Do you want to see seams, or do you want to be without seams? Comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.